Are you game for it? I'm Stephen Bagshaw.
And I'm Sally Gray.
You've sent us your films and they're incredible.
These are your adventures.
Your adventures.
Extreme adventures in extreme places.
We're filming each other.
Mountains.
Oceans.
Deserts.
Snow.
All filmed
by you. Hi. We're back with more of your adventures, filmed by you on your digital cameras.
Oh yes, you've been out there having fun in your own way in the great beyond.
And we'll be rejoining Mark Vivian, who's left his wife behind in Australia to head up to Mt Everest. It's Mark's first adventure and he soon learns how tough the outdoor life can be.
And if ever I thought I was gonna die, it's right now.
I don't know about that. I mean, Mark Vivian's married and he's heading up towards Everest.
Yes, but he's doing that as a homage to his wife.
Oh, isn't that romantic?
Well, it is actually, and he's missing her desperately.
This is Mark and Irene, his wife, at home in Sydney. Mark is now in Nepal, the only time since they were married that he's been away from Irene for more than a couple of days.
This is his last chance to have an adventure because he and Irene want to start a family.
If you only have one chance of adventure in your lifetime, you might as well make it a big one.
He's reached Namche Bazaar, almost 3,500 metres above sea level. That's 11,500 feet. He's been finding it tough, so he's resting up for a couple of days to see whether he's capable of pushing on.
This is my second day here, and I've been hit pretty hard by the altitude. It's pretty hard to breathe, pretty hard to walk, pretty hard to talk, and loss of appetite, headaches. Don't feel really good. I think I'm feeling a little bit better. Just spoke to Faki not more than 20 minutes ago. Gotta want to see her. Well, once again, we have the afternoon monsoon coming in to spoil another day. We're getting sick of this monsoon. Well, I'll be better tomorrow, you better be sure. Well, look at that. We have it on camera. There is a peak I'm seeing from Namche, and it's our first look in 2 days. Wow.
The sky clears rapidly, and Mark gets his first eyeful of high Himalayan peaks up close.
A few days ago, he felt like death warmed up, but there is no thought of returning home now.
It's not long before he slows down the pace. The air's getting thinner,
Hair-raising stuff.
and the temperature's plummeting, particularly at night.
It's so cold. So boring.
There may be nothing to do at night, but the sight he wakes up to the following morning more than makes up for it.
That's it. That's Everest. That's where I'm heading.
Mark is camped in Dengboshe, about 4,000 metres, well over 13,000 feet above sea level. This will be the last town of any real size before Everest. Resting here for a day gives him unrivaled views of 3 spectacular peaks: Mt Everest, Lhotse, and of course, Everest.
Well, what you see behind me is Mt Everest and Lhotse, Mt Everest off to the right-hand side. And today, the gods have smiled on us because it's clear and it is so beautiful. When I saw Everest for the first time, I had a tear in my eye.
But there's still a long way to go. Walking will be harder every day, but the higher he gets, the more dramatic the scenery will become.
Oh, spectacular. Well, I've just arrived at the Snowland Lodge, and if ever I thought I was gonna die, it's right now.
Mark Vivian, out in Nepal on his first adventure, is bravely pushing himself to the limits as he heads towards Everest.
Well, this is the scene that greeted me at 6:30 this morning. There is not a cloud in the sky. I'm looking at the most wonderful views you could ever possibly look at. All the pain and suffering of the last couple of days, especially yesterday, they've been swept away. God, it's beautiful.
This is
Michael.
Michael.
This is Carl.
Carl.
We're from the southwest of England, and he's known as Mad McMike. I'm just known as Mad.
So what, have you been here before, and what are you here for again?
This is my second time to the region. I come here because lovely scenery, lovely weather, great people.
Where are you heading off to today?
Heading off to probably down to Perichet, then we're going up to Machimo, and then Gokyo, Gokyo-ri, and then over the pass, the Renjo Pass, to the Tamar Valley, and if I have time we'll go up to the Tibetan border, and then back to Namche Lukla.
And then what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow up to Machimo.
That was a joke.
Sorry.
He's refusing to be intimidated by the impossible feats of the other adventurers he meets. He just does it all in his own time.
I mean, stopping every 5 minutes or less, probably. You just get so out of breath. There's half the oxygen up here as there is at sea level. That gives you an idea what we're going through.
There's our guide, checking his map out. He's lost us.
This is bloody sensational, if I can use an Ocker term. Bloody, flaming sensational. This is really getting exciting now.
That is Kala Patthar. I recognised it instantly when I saw it when I rounded the corner. That's Pomore, straight in front of it. I can't believe it. There it is, Kala Patthar. Oh God, fantastic.
If you don't think that's beautiful, then you're not from the planet Earth.
Mark's plan is to head up to the Everest base camp in the company of a number of other trekkers.
On our way to base camp to put my prayer flag that I bought in Kathmandu, base camp for Faki.
By now, Mark knows he's in well over his head. The others in the party he's tagged onto are far more experienced than him.
Crazy.
And they're setting a punishing pace.
I'm totally and utterly exhausted. I can't go on. Base camp is about 2 hours that way. I'm pretty disappointed, but I just can't catch my breath.
So instead, he's decided to attempt the easier climb to the mountain he recognised earlier, Kala Patthar, the Black Rock.
I'm gonna go up Kala Patthar, whether I get halfway up or all the way up, it doesn't really matter. I just want to put that prayer flag up there for Irene and see this place for the last time, because it will be the last time. And it's really choking me up. I'm really gonna... It's been an adventure with highs and lows, but now it's time to put the prayer flag up for my wife. Heading towards 18,192 feet. I feel every bit of it.
The reason he's chosen to plant the prayer flag up here is that it has a fabulous view of Everest.
Everest speaking. It's a lot larger up here, isn't it? This is the spot, this is the view that orange prayer flag will have. It's supposed to bring good luck in your life, everything you wish for. And this is because I love you so much. Oh, it's beautiful.
That quite chokes me up, that does. Mark Vivian, who's never been on an adventure before, somehow hauled himself up more than 18,000 feet, 5,500 metres, to within sight of the highest point on Earth.
Good old Mark, he gave it his best shot, and I bet his wife Irene was glad to see him back, safe and sound.
Yeah, it's no wonder, though, that some of the world's top mountaineers still fail to reach the top of Everest. It's difficult enough getting to the bottom.
I know, it was a fascinating account.
Do your adventures match up to any you've seen on this show?
Are you game for it?
We'd like to hear from you.
So look out for details at the end of the show.